Growing up, Jake had always loved sports. He would spend hours outside, throwing a ball against the wall, or shooting hoops at the local basketball court. His parents saw his passion and encouraged him to pursue it, and Jake soon found himself playing on his school's sports teams. Jake was a natural athlete, and he quickly excelled in every sport he played. But there was one that stood out to him above all the others: football. He loved the intensity of the game, the strategy, and the camaraderie he felt with his teammates. As he grew older, Jake's talent on the football field caught the attention of college scouts. He was offered a scholarship to play at a top university, and he jumped at the opportunity. The next few years were a blur of training, games, and travel, as Jake honed his skills and worked tirelessly to become the best player he could be. Finally, the day came for the NFL draft, and Jake's name was called early in the first round. He was ecstatic. He had achieved his lifelong dream of becoming a professional football player. But with success came pressure. Jake felt like he had to constantly perform at the highest level, or else he would let down his teammates, his coaches, and his fans. He became obsessed with his performance, watching every game tape and analyzing every play. One day, after a particularly grueling training session, Jake found himself alone on the field, still throwing passes long after everyone else had gone home. He was exhausted, physically and mentally drained. But then he looked up and saw a group of kids watching him, their eyes wide with wonder. "Can we play with you?" one of them asked. Jake hesitated for a moment, unsure of whether he wanted to let down his guard and be vulnerable in front of these kids. But then he remembered the joy he had felt as a child, playing outside with his friends, and he nodded. The next hour was pure bliss. Jake played with the kids, running around and laughing, forgetting about the pressures of his career. And when he was done, he felt a sense of happiness that he hadn't felt in a long time. From that day on, Jake made a conscious effort to find joy in the game again, to play for the love of it, rather than just for the win. And it paid off. He became one of the most beloved players in the league, known not just for his skill on the field, but for the joy and passion he brought to the game.